Assalamualaikum everyone. Hello, back again with my next podcast, which is a special guest as usual again. This is oh my god, what's your full name? Should I say your full name? Nisha Fajar. Okay, I'm here with Nisha. She is my brother's daughter. So she's my niece. Okay, so the reason why she's on today, which I think for me you would want to hear it, especially if you are somebody who is currently studying, doing A levels perhaps, or I don't know, still thinking about your life and in school. Now, what we're gonna talk about today is the fact that she didn't do quite well in A levels.
No. Yep.
Did terribly, horribly well. I said horribly. She didn't do quite well for A levels, but for some people, it could be the end of the world. You know, like results. Oh my god, I can't be anything anymore. But the thing is, today we're gonna talk about the fact that it's not true that if you don't do well in O level, A level, whatever, it does not mean your life is over. Okay, it only means, from what we're gonna hear from Nisha, is you gotta find something you like. You gotta find something you love. You gotta find who you are. Okay, and then you're gonna hear a story from her with all her mental health issues. I mean, a mental health journey, and how she overcomes this and that. And yeah, we're gonna hear her live because one important thing is that we're also proud she got first class in her degree, which is unheard of. Like what?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, like which is, I think you're the first person in our family to get first class for the degree,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
And for me, a 2-1, what I got, I was like, whoa! Atas na macam, whoa, 2-1, that's the best anyone can achieve. No, actually not. First class is. So we're gonna talk a bit more. Oh, and lastly as well, one more point. If you're thinking if the local education system here in Brunei is not all that, I'm gonna tell you it's wrong. You know, it is all that. You can amount to a lot of things, even if you go to school in Brunei. Okay, and you've never studied abroad, like
No.
yeah, but she's been to Canada on a what do you call that, exchange program?
Yeah. A
Exchange.
student exchange program.
Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunity in Brunei, and so this podcast is dedicated to MOE, dedicated to the education
Students.
system in Brunei, and for students who are feeling a lot of anxiety, stress, overwhelming burnout,
Yeah,
facing exams,
just lost.
lost, and we're gonna hear how Nisha deals with that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and you're looking so small. Come here. Sengaja kau, Han.
No, look,
Look, you see,
look at the
I'm
mic.
so huge
Look at the
because
mic.
I'm so near the screen, and she's positioned herself that she looks petite. No, terbalik. Okay. Anyway, let's
One way to
crack
expose
on.
me.
Let's crack on.
Okay.
Okay. So could you please share with us a little bit of your background, your age,
Okay.
your birth order, how many siblings you have?
Okay. So I'm Nish. So I'm 25, and I'm actually the third out of my three siblings. I'm the youngest. So a brother and a sister before me. So in terms of education, I did my A level. Right after O levels, I straight up did my A levels. I got good results. I did my A levels.
You did what? O levels? What did you get for O levels?
I got 7 O's.
Oh, okay, that was
Yeah.
alright.
That was alright. I
Okay.
didn't get 9, but it was okay. It was
okay,
okay
okay.
at that time. So I went to A levels stuff. At that time,
Where
I
did you
didn't
study?
see.
Sorry, which school were you at? For
Oh, I was in CP
yeah, and then Maktab Duli, yeah?
and then Maktab Dili.
Okay.
So the process of me going to Maktab Dili, I felt like it was the only decision I had.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was no other choice.
What year was this?
2015?
Oh, okay. Before COVID, everything before COVID.
Yeah, I felt that it was the only choice I had.
Okay. Were you not aware of the other options?
No, I was. They probably tried to make us aware, but I couldn't grasp the concept
okay.
of other.
So, during that time, belum lagi ni IB, foundation, belum
Ada
lagi
sudah.
in your mind
Yeah,
lah.
no. No,
Oh.
it wasn't a choice.
Okay, okay.
You know, because I was brought up in a foundation where everyone had to take A-level.
Right.
Yeah, so Papa
That's just a
did,
pathway.
you guys did,
Yeah.
Papa did. You know, this was how
What? Your dad did A level?
he did.
Oh.
He did.
I had no idea. Okay,
So
anyway. And then?
yeah, so A-levels became like a thing that was embedded to me dari damit kan.
Okay, yes.
Like, okay, you guys study hard, do your levels, A-levels, degree, dapat kerja.
Yeah.
That was the
That was it.
that was it. That was the one-way street.
Life as we know it.
That was the one-way street. That was norm.
Right.
But then like going through it and
Mhm.
just thinking of doing it, it's two
Mm.
whole different things.
Right. What were you thinking?
So before going to A-levels, I didn't think much. I was like, okay, got into A-levels. Okay, let's
Okay.
do my best. So I did it. But then, when I was in A-levels, it was so hard.
Oh,
It was
why
so
was
hard.
it so hard? I mean, what was the big deal?
I think I didn't know what I liked.
Right. What were your subjects?
I took social, psychology, and maths.
Wow, I should have taken those subjects actually. You didn't like it?
I think I liked the subject, but I think it was overwhelming for a 16-year-old girl, you know?
Oh, bah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, kind of,
understandable.
it was overwhelming for me. Tarus, dari O-level, Tarus was the A-level. This is only for me, by the way.
Mhm.
Take it with a grain of salt.
What?
No, like, some people are naturally,
Yeah, they love it.
they naturally like it. They're
Yeah.
fine with it.
Yeah.
So for me, at first, it was fine. Green zone, green zone.
What made you choose it?
There was no other choice, right?
Nah, the subject.
Oh, the subject.
You didn't like the subject.
I didn't know what I liked.
Oh, you cincai saja. Oh, how many of us have done that? Hands up.
Yeah, I didn't know what I liked. I just thought it was interesting at first.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. You know, I didn't know what
Mm.
sociology was.
And you were
or
how old then?
16.
16, yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, yeah.
So I wish we had more guidance on what it was.
Not that
There was guidance, but I don't think it was enough for me as an individual to
Mm.
understand. If you take this 2 years, you're stuck with it.
oh, bah. You don't realize
You don't
that's
realize the
gonna be your
gravity.
life,
Hawa.
right?
This is the
Alright.
tipping point of after this. Nada lagi. You don't have a choice. This is your life.
Like you've done it.
Yep.
That's it.
Like this is you can't change. That's how it felt.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Like once you chose, this is the way your life is gonna go after this.
That's your trajectory.
That was what I was thinking. I was like, "Wala pa sani, radyo mo na. Sani." You know, that was the feeling.
Okay. How long did you stick with it?
I finished it.
You
I finished
Okay,
my
right.
yeah. As much as I hated it, as much as
no one told you that you can change subject halfway.
we
in
could,
between?
but then
Still didn't know what you.
I just didn't like A-level.
Okay, it's not your thing.
No, it's not. It wasn't my thing.
Right.
I didn't like the. I just didn't like exams. I think that was just me. I just didn't like exams. I wasn't ready. And I didn't know how to deal with exams. Do I do now?
Really? Oh, back then.
Back then, yeah.
Okay.
Back then, I didn't have like a way that I could study and actually grasp the information and retain it in my mind in a way that I can explain it nicely.
Okay, so what were you doing
Back then,
back then? How
memorizing.
was the style? And
It was like notes like this thick.
uh-huh.
Rewriting, memorizing,
Right.
rewriting, memorizing. It wasn't
That's
helpful.
what I did. You didn't find that effective at all.
No, because I didn't
Ah.
understand it, right?
Oh, not at all, ne.
I understand like concepts, ticket, like in each chapter is a top. You'll remember like, oh, this part, this part, this part.
Probably definitions.
Yeah, not even. I just understand the whole concept.
Right.
But then
right.
in A-levels, those A-level takers, you know, you need evidence to support some things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't remember my A-level.
you'll need data, you'll need real references, right?
Right.
So at that level in time, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to do that properly.
Right.
I just didn't know. It just felt overwhelming.
Stress, huh?
Stressful.
So
was like the
How
end of
did
the
you
world.
live with this though? How did you live through it day by day?
Oh, I just did it. I just did
Oh.
it. I just like we're all in this together, guys.
Your friends all felt the same.
I can't speak for them, but we weren't all in the best of our mental health.
In what way? What do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean? So you guys were 16, 17,
Yeah, 16,
doing A
17.
levels. You didn't like your subject. That's like a recipe for disaster. I can tell you
Yeah.
that. And so you're just doing it for the sake of doing it, and then now you're saying mental health is like
Yeah,
down.
no, yeah. It
What
was like,
sort of things do you guys go through at this age?
so at this age, I felt like everyone's trying to do their best, but at the same time not care.
Yeah,
Does that
that
make
is so
sense?
true. Yeah,
Does
yeah,
that
yeah.
make sense? Like, you're trying to be the best version of you educationally, but you also want to have fun.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be 16 again. You're not going to be 17 again.
Like this is time to do everything,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's so stressful to have to deal with A levels.
Yeah, basically that. But I felt like at that time there was so much opportunity to mess up.
Okay.
Like I could have not messed up, but I did.
Okay. Okay.
Macam I don't know how to word it. A levels was a very stressful time for students because the pressure you have from the lecturers
Mm-hmm.
and your peers. Because my God, my peers were so smart.
Oh God.
They were smart, like smart. Like I cannot just give
You
to people.
felt smart. They were smarter than you, lah,
Yeah,
basically.
I felt dumb.
But I think a lot of students have that feeling, even if they were smart.
Yep.
They think everyone else is way better.
Yeah.
Andang kaya, that kind of like sense.
Competitiveness
Yeah.
in society.
Or self-esteem, perhaps. It's more like
Mm.
a self-esteem issue. Like, I don't think better that
Yeah, but
age as well.
yeah,
So
it's where you
confusing.
built yourself
Aba,
upon.
balam handle everything.
Belum ada pendirian lah. Ah.
Lurus to. Sekali, what
Then I
did
was like, eh. I was like, this A-level thing is really not for me. So after the first year, we did our AS levels, right?
Yeah,
So that's
okay.
like the first part of your A-levels.
Yeah, that's the soft.
Yeah.
And then?
So I was alright. It was an okay student-ish. Was still in the green zone. I was still safe. They're saying I could still pass. I should just do better for my
Right.
A2. Okay. And then in December of my first year, I remember losing my grandmother.
Okay.
After that, I was downhill from there.
Right. And your grandma on your
Mother's side.
mom's side, right? You have had very close relationship with her, right?
Very close.
Oh. And so when she passed away, what happened? How did you manage in school?
Managing in school was like managing kebiasa lah. Like I couldn't do much. Like
Oh,
the world doesn't revolve around me.
right.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, so like you can be in
Mm.
this state, but everything doesn't notice.
Yep.
Mm. What did you do then?
On a day-to-day basis, like normal.
Oh.
But I wasn't able to perform.
So what were you doing? Sitting?
No, I
Just-
wasn't able to perform my best.
Right.
Like-
right.
For some reason, I just started not to care.
More zero.
More zeros. I was like,
Oh, God.
I could just go into an exam room, sit down. So I'm like, oh, I don't know this answer. I'll just leave it blank.
Oh, it's no concern.
Yep.
You were not bothered lah. So this one is not exactly to do with your intellect, your smart.
No,
It is you were going through some period of
grief.
grieving.
Yes.
Okay, so the grieving time does affect people lah, basically. So
I
you
think
were
so.
for sure, and the way you manage it, you were not. Were you able to talk to people regarding this feeling?
At that time, I think I was very religious.
Ah,
So I did start praying, stuff like that.
okay.
So,
You mean what do you mean at that time you're religious?
no lah. I mean like, because of her loss because
Yes.
losser started turning into her god.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was become more getting more closer.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then, of course, I'm not the type to tell people then what
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
it was just between me and her.
So you were privately trying to go through the grieving
Yeah.
process. Did you tell your mom, your dad, your sister?
I think we all were going through it
Oh,
ourselves.
most.
Yeah.
It was just understood.
Yeah, it was
Just
just understood.
right. Tapi nada exchange of words or stuff like that.
I think we were all just trying to be strong for my mom.
Oh, right. What year was that?
16.
Right. So that was 1 year into A levels, and your grandmother passed away.
Yep.
I remember you telling me you had seen a counselor. Was that during that time? And was it during A
That
levels?
was during that time, actually.
Oh, you did see a
Yep.
counselor, Han? Okay. And I'm gonna ask you whether or not the counseling worked on you.
Oh, no.
Okay. So it didn't work, and you know why? Can you share with us a little bit?
Yeah, but don't hate me. Okay,
Uh,
so basically, what happened was, they had told me to go up for counseling, of course. The school I went to for my A levels, they did pride themselves on having a counseling facility for students. An
Kira
option.
start ka ya,
Yes,
baru
starting
kan
start
start
now.
counseling ni. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
if you're stressful for your studies, please talk to us, something like that. Some of them are helpful, some are helpful, some they just don't work. Okay. So the one I got was, so I'm talking through my problems, right?
Right.
Midway, halfway, I'm talking. She
Mhm.
stops me. She says, she tries to point me out to religious,
Right.
a higher power, she said.
Okay. Oh, she stops you from talking
Yeah.
and she goes, pasal
Yeah,
gamalan
I
ya,
think
la la
because I
la
was
la.
talking something controversial at
Oh.
the time.
Do you
So
remember what it was?
I don't remember. I would say it if I remember, but I don't remember.
Lupa sudah.
Oh.
Okay.
So I said to her, no, she said to me, si Farlai, si Farlai.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You have to take it one step at a time, she says.
Right.
Okay. This was fair advice. And then she
Uh-huh.
says to me, kita ni hanya mampu berdoa,
Okay.
bersabar, blah, 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 blah. You
Mhm.
should try to focus more on the religious side lah.
Okay.
Release your tension there.
Okay. Which you already were.
Which I was already doing.
Yeah.
If not, I wouldn't have asked for help, you know?
Oh, ba. Galing.
I was going there because I wanted to see if was there any physical way that I could be helped.
Right.
Right. Like, is there a way? Is there like a regime that I can follow through? Is there like a
Right.
schedule or
You wanted some solution,
yeah,
basically.
like a habit that I can develop that can help
Yeah.
me improve? So the result, the solution was praying. So that was her solution at that time.
Okay.
I was like walked out of that room. I was like, that was the only time I went to see her.
Right. I guess that in the jive lah kamu dua ni. It didn't go well.
And I didn't trust her.
Oh, you didn't.
I didn't
Dari
trust her.
awal you had a judgment.
Yeah, I had a
Okay,
judgment
that never works out, right?
Yeah, so I had a judgment because I was more afraid that she might talk
Right.
to her friends, which are the other teachers.
That's a lot of people's concern when it comes to school counselors. Takut orang like, tell everyone.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking from what you were saying from her response.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Were you feeling suicidal? Maybe that's what you were talking about.
No, I don't think I was feeling suicidal, but I was just feeling
Down habis ka
down
lang.
habis. I was not feeling unalive myself.
Okay.
I just felt like, bakit ako sini? I'm not even doing well.
Right.
I should just leave.
Right.
But then I couldn't bear the pain of leaving and then doing what?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like I said, even before going to A levels, I thought A levels was the only choice.
Yeah. So it sounds like you already were sort of regretting your A-level choices, and then you go through this grieving process, which at the end, it is understandable why you wouldn't even care about exams anymore. And whether you pass, fail, whatever, it's like, you never really cared to begin with.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And
And then
my family knew this. Like they knew I was like, "Pa, ilabosa." And we
yeah,
would laugh it off. That's how we are.
right.
That's how we are as a family. We laugh. We
Hmm.
use humor as a way to
Right. Get by. To
get
get
by the hard stuff, you know.
right. I mean, A levels also, I feel banana pulang. Do it only if you know you want to do it. Especially these days, there's so many options. So, okay, coming back to your thing. Can I ask, like, what were you, what look if you look back,
Hmm.
what do you think would have helped you if the counselor had said something to you and it? What do you think would have been best for you to hear at that time?
That it was okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
Maybe you probably needed just someone to
Justify what I
listen
was
to.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Especially teenager kan.
Mm. Anita
Teenagers.
harus macam, oh, you're not supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to feel that way.
Yeah.
You're in this age. You're still young. You don't know
Yeah.
anything.
Wipe it out.
Macam mata. Macam, eh, anak-anak muda mana dapat pilih macam mata. Like,
Excuse me. I know, right?
something like that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
they just have that old mindset of
Oh.
damit niya. Like that.
I
That was how
know,
I felt. But I'm not sure what she was trying to do, but that was how I felt.
It
On the receiving
yeah.
end.
It sounds kind of like it reminds me of like what my dad would say. Like he would do that, right? Like you can't you are in no position to be feeling this way. You know that kind
Yeah,
of
you're like,
thing. Like
kenapa?
huh?
Huh?
Even now, Nini Mo, my dad, he will always his solution to everything is just don't care about it. Just don't care about it. But I think in order to be able to say, yeah, I don't care about it, you gotta have
Yeah,
talk through it
exactly. Yeah.
first.
Mm.
And I think that age, 17 to 17, so, they need, you probably just needed someone to talk through it.
Yeah.
Even if you were wrong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Who
yeah.
cares?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it's
yeah.
more like, just I think even for counselor, even a simple, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, because
You
that was
know,
like you're not justifying me, but you're what's that word?
hearing, listening,
Not hearing, you're just antala. Basically when you accept, yeah, you're feeling this way.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
acknowledging
Yeah,
lah.
acknowledging. You're just
Acknowledging the
acknowledging,
feeling
yeah.
that yes, even me, if when I hear people they want to kill themselves,
Mm-hmm.
suicide, banyak pa. I don't tell them no, don't kill yourself. You know, like I don't actually jump in and
Yep.
I say oh, okay, and then we are trained to say stuff like we want to check how severe first, right? So how would you do that? You know, we have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
ask how
Yeah,
would
yeah,
you do
yeah.
that, and then okay, and then if it's so specific.
That's
That's when we know, okay, this might
red
actually
flag.
happen. But if it's just, you know what, voicing out, I just like die, you know, this kind of thing. Right? It's just talking, you know, just human being human, you know. So probably, I think the response that counselor had for you, it's more like a parent, what a parent would have
Yeah.
said to their child.
Yeah, I think that was how she viewed a lot of her students.
Yeah, and not, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
so she came from a good place. Of course she came from a good place.
yeah,
No counselor comes from a bad place, lah.
right.
Yeah. Especially that particular counselor, she was really nice. It was just the advice that she gave was not for me.
Not at the time.
Not at that time. Because I
Yeah.
was already doing that part, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go and tell her. I don't know why I didn't tell her, but I should have told her that I'm already doing that.
Yeah. Funny that you couldn't say what was on your mind at all.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Or you
I
didn't
felt-
want to.
I think I just felt it wasn't safe.
Huh.
Right,
Very
like I said,
important.
I told you I didn't trust her already
Yeah.
from the start.
What would make it a safe place though?
If I didn't know the counselor?
Only you can know.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean as a friend? I mean, like, what do you
as
mean?
a lecturer. The
Oh,
counselor is a teacher as well.
Was your teacher?
Mm,
Somebody else.
another teacher.
So
But
maybe
you see,
right.
the school is so small.
Yeah, so maybe you ought to have visited
Counselor.
a different counselor from a different company or someone. Yeah, that is true though.
They know
Does make
you. They know
sense.
your parents. They know who
teachers
they know who your family is.
Salah-salah ha,
It's
like
all like we're Brunei. We're so small.
yeah.
Everyone knows each other. It's so like yang kita beritawa.
Mm.
Like kita lang yung we have to say this.
It's at the back of your mind, like
Yeah.
oh, I was gonna tell so and so about so and so.
And then there was like an incident where someone did where someone wanted to commit suicide, right?
Uh-huh.
So due to depression, they brought this up to the counselor.
Mhm.
I remember the parents were called in. Taros.
Immediate action.
Immediate action.
Right.
So that was scary for other students. I don't know what happened to the person, but okay, if you're gonna tell the person you're having these feelings, you're having these thoughts, apparently the next course of action is to call your parents. The person that you're probably hiding this from.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, it's very tricky, right? Because you're not adults at that time, at that age.
Yeah.
Of course, in our rules,
Yeah, you
know,
have to.
we have to, if you're gonna harm yourself or harm somebody else, we have to bring it up to somebody can talk. But if you're saying, okay, I was a teen, I don't want my parents to know, but I'm telling you as a counselor, what should a counselor do?
I don't know. At least not make it like known to other students that you're doing this.
Oh, you mean the other students saw?
Yeah.
The parents came to school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So that was the point. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh
Yeah,
no.
this is
So
scary.
if someone else does, let's say if I do something like that, if I say something controversial, is that
That's it. You're dead.
no? Is that what I'm? Is that what I'm gonna do? Is that what you're gonna do to me? Is that
I'm
what
gonna
you're
call
gonna?
your parents and tell the whole world.
Yeah, something like that. So like,
because you're not small, like you're 7, 8,
no.
and you're not adult like in uni. See,
No,
you're
you're
in that
not.
middle ground, like you're in A levels. Like, I never thought of that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so-
yeah.
You're a young adult, I guess.
Yeah,
You're
a young
yeah,
adult.
You're a young adult, but people don't trust you enough. But you don't trust yourself enough.
Yeah, you still need your parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So there's that weird. It's a
Yeah.
weird time.
weird time in your life, right?
So
Oh,
like,
God.
you know what?
You know what? I'm not gonna tell you anything.
So my trust issues was
Yeah.
carefully wording my words.
Oh,
Then I got a little bit. I think I got angry. That's when I got a bit controversial. Then she stopped me. She stopped you. Si Farlai. Like, what? Like, this is me. Then come.
oh,
Si
God. I wonder what you were saying. Very jabda.
Nala, I think it was more about some grades I wasn't happy with.
Or maybe you're getting all I hate the school. I hate this everything. Kale, like kale.
I was fine with the school, but I don't know. At that time, I just felt dumb because everyone was so smart.
Dude.
That's how I felt.
No.
That's how I felt. I was like, ako ka budo ka, tapon.
Ako kalibudo.
Budo. Like, am I stupid?
Yeah.
I know I'm not. Like, but you see. So again, I'll go back to how I didn't know what type of studying worked best.
Right.
Yeah, so that was the question today. How did I pass my O levels? That was a wing thing. Like, I got it. Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Tapi A levels, I was like, oh, this one you cannot play one.
Right. It was hard, huh?
Yeah, so
But how do you get 7 O's and then go A level feeling dumb? Is it the subject?
no, I think it's just like I said, you're studying
Oh.
and the information is a lot.
Oh.
It's very condensed then.
Oh.
A levels. It's basically a pre-university, right?
I've never been to Makaduli. I don't know how it's like. Stressful, yeah.
I think it would be the same if you were anywhere around
Really?
the world. So
I had fun in A levels. I almost failed, but
I did. So
oh, what did you get? What did you get?
no, let's not say it.
No, just tell everyone. Come on,
No.
be honest. What did you get?
Namampu masuk UBD lah.
Oh. What did you get?
No.
Nish, it's all over now, okay? Just I'm gonna force her because I know her.
This will be here forever.
It's for everyone's sake.
Okay,
There's
no,
children out
I got
there
like
feeling stupid, okay?
I got a DEU.
My God, that's good.
What were you gonna say? What?
Hey, you know what? I got the same.
You can tell we're related.
But I got a D for maths and E for economics.
You was?
Statistics. Pala, even that the subjects I chose, I don't know why I took it. What the hell? Macam, I should just chose what I like.
I didn't know
Something.
what I like.
I
There
mean,
you go.
you could have seen from the grades of O level, the one you score highest. Yeah, that's the best bet lah. Benarnya.
Yeah, that's how they chose it for. That's how they suggested it for us.
Tapi
Kan?
psychology, you didn't do that for O
No,
levels.
I was interested. I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. That's my own
But
downfall.
I did statistics because one of my cousins did statistics,
Mhm.
thinking, okay, pala ba ikut-ikut ba? Like, okay lah. Maths, because everyone says, oh, you need maths. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's why I took maths too.
Kan, pala kan? Nobody needs maths.
Okay. We don't go using integration on a
Nobody
daily
needs
basis, okay,
maths.
guys?
Unless you know you are going to be an engineer, you're
Lain
going to
lah.
be a whatever.
That's lain lah. The engineers
Oh,
are so-
yeah. And then what else? I did what? Economics. Why? I thought sounds cool. It sounds cool, right? No. It's okay. I did A levels, but
Sama punya.
oh,
That's funny.
it was so shit. I was, and the thing is, when I did it in UK,
Mm-hmm.
we were in a tutorial school, and
Mhm.
there were other people doing foundation lah, and I kept
Oh.
looking to the side, thinking, okay, but foundation, oh, looks so fun. I mean, it looks better. They look like more into it, you know.
Yeah.
But it just never crossed my mind that I could do foundation. I could
Exactly.
do whatever. Just never, because back then, like, yeah,
Like itu another option.
there's no, don't look anywhere. This is it. So sama lah, similar. Yeah. D E K N ka N not even N is nil. Kusong. Yeah, even then I was like, yeah, I got 2 A levels. Yeah, E is not even an A level, is it?
It is.
Oh,
Apparently.
apparently. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's what I tell people. I got 2 A levels.
Yeah, me too.
I don't tell them my grades.
I was so proud of it. No, because I almost
Give up.
no, because I was partying a lot. I mean, like, I went out a lot,
Mm.
and I didn't care. Sama lah.
Mm.
Because the subjects are so incomplete. Like it is not
Not you.
not thought of.
Oh.
Not even sat down to think about it. I think that's what you do. Okay, after O levels, you think. You stop and think, and
Yeah, think.
decide what would I enjoy. That's it. That's why Kashfi, right?
Mhm.
My first son, he's finished O levels. Okay, whatever result. Okay, now he's doing IB. Aku pun by choice though.
He chose that.
Initially, he wanted to do A levels. He was so fixed on doing A levels only because he can get rid of Bahasa Melayu. Dia nak mau do Malay lagi ah. I goes, okay, I'll do A levels. I don't have to touch Malay. But last he ended up doing IB, choosing IB, walaupun ada one unit of Malay. But I just assured him, I just checked. You sure? Because I can't help you with Malay. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, you have to know that there's an element of Bahasa Melayu in it. He goes, yeah, I know. So he is very sure he wants to do that. I said, go ahead. So now I let him do it, thinking hard. And what's cool about his school, they do have a lot of guidance.
There you go, guidance.
They really guide you
Yeah.
on what's the options. This,
Yeah.
what you can be after you get this. I think that's so important.
I think career prospect. I think, they call it career talk in high. They have it in high school. They have it in A levels. Blah blah. Yeah, they have these things. Tapi if you realize, it's usually for generic things, generic jobs. Generic in this day and age, generic jobs really.
Aba. Times have changed, you know.
Times
you
have
can
changed.
really be anything you want if
Yeah.
you really think about it.
Exactly. So, contoh, like a career talk about, let's say they have like 4 professionals come by, 4 saja. You get what I mean? 4 saja. Like, and none of it, you don't want to be any 4 of them.
Yeah,
It's
China.
it's nothing to do with them. It's just that's not what you want to
Like
do.
no, 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 and no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be picky, but it's my life, you
But that's
know.
the thing. We ought to be picky, bah.
Yeah.
You know, like the way you chose, the way I
Yep.
chose. Like I chose my degree even
Oh
out
yeah.
of oh okay, I get a scholarship for that. Okay, I don't even know what the hell it is. You know, it sounds easy. That's how I chose it. Anything that sounds not so challenging, that's my jam. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. Tapi paleba, it's not the way to do things. You know, because you're still gonna be stuck doing the work.
Yeah. Mm.
You know. So okay, so you went through hell basically doing your A
Yep.
levels and the years, and then the second half of your A levels.
Yeah.
How did you manage
Manage
that?
that. Oh. I think second half. I remember being a prefect in I know MPP nyo orang. I wasn't the best
Oh, you
MPP.
were
I was
MVP.
MPP.
Majelis apa? Pelajar apa?
Perwakilan pelajar.
Uh, Sanggup
Hey,
je
okay.
kotak.
MPP-nya, okay, baik, okay. The MPP at that time,
Fun.
they were fun, family-oriented, I would say.
Wow, okay.
They
And
were
then,
like really nice people that I think we were all grateful for.
wow.
Satu
Like,
lah.
do you had a sense of belonging, that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah,
feeling?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's important.
Yeah, sense of belonging ada.
Okay.
So, I think MPP got me through it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
really. Wow. It's important, huh?
Basically, the friends you make, like,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
important at that age. That is true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Atu lah. And then, apa? Basically, in terms of education, so in A levels, you have PS time, personal study time, right?
Right.
I'm sure you will make friends with people who share the same personal study time with you, right?
Yeah.
So you would
Mhm.
motivate each other to study, right?
Mhm.
Tapi how you study is still not the way you're supposed to study, or the
It
type of
doesn't
studying
suit
that
you.
works for you. It's
Yeah.
still useless.
Right. So how? Main-main pa ko.
Main-main. Main-main. I felt like I was main-main.
Kan,
Macam,
kan.
oh, buku basa yo. Ayaw,
Oh, you look busy. You look busy.
Tapi, makan ba? Okay, I get it. Okay, done. Makan.
Right. So it looks to me, so you did A levels, you're almost nearing the end.
Hmm.
You found this MVP group. Yeah, you're happy. You're happy socially.
Yep.
Academically, it's still like,
Oh lah.
I don't know
Satu
what
lah.
I'm doing here, like that, right?
That's how I felt.
That's how I felt.
I was like,
Yeah,
and everyone seems like they have their shit
they
together.
have it going on, right?
They have everything okay. They're like, yeah, kami, I've applied to.
Applied,
Where?
wow.
Like, where?
Applied, apakan, apakan.
Macam they've thought of applying somewhere else first. You want to go abroad, study, right?
Yeah,
So
ada
there are-
cita-cita lah.
sudah. It's like, okay, cool, good luck. For me, it was like, what did I do? I'm also doing the same thing, of course. We're also asked to do the same thing,
Yeah,
like
you get
a year-
shuffled
yeah,
into
yeah.
doing all these things.
yeah. So a year in, you're asked to where do you want to go? Okay,
Yeah.
prepare a letter, blah 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 blah.
Do you guys have UCAS?
Yeah, UCAS.
Yeah.
We had UCAS and then
Yeah.
HECAS.
Yeah.
So yeah. But during the second year, I think that was the year where Pandirian tetap sikat.
Oh, so you kind of grow up a little.
Pandirian tetap grabe.
Okay, so who are you now?
So this was
Second
when
year of A levels.
this was when I started, I think, fighting with myself.
Fighting with yourself
Yeah, fighting for myself.
for yourself.
Yeah, I was
Standing
like-
up for yourself.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. In what way? What do you mean?
In A levels, the teachers challenge you a lot.
Okay.
Like they test, of course, they want you to be intellectually right? They want you to be able to speak to them intellectually.
Think.
Yeah.
Use your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Then-
back if you compare when I was first starting, I'm a talkative person, but
Okay.
masa first starting A levels na malu-malu.
Right.
Panay cakap, like I knew how to speak. I know how to speak out my ideas, but my ideas wasn't well rounded.
Okay.
You get me? It was like
Surface.
shooting blanks.
Okay.
Shooting blanks. Macam
Nada
nada isi.
isi.
Nada isi. I was like, asal cakap. It sounded smart, but there was nothing in it.
You were using words, but
Yeah.
there was
It was nothing. It was just air.
oh god.
It was just
okay.
air.
And then
So basically, towards the end of A-levels, I think it did shape how I thought.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So
Okay.
even though A-levels was not the best experience for me, but it did shape how I thought about life. It did contribute to
That's
that, you know?
important as
Yeah,
well.
it contributed. It contributed to how I viewed this whole education system.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
So there's no
oh,
one size fit all.
yeah.
So after A levels, got the results. I was like, where do I go now?
But wait, didn't you think that was not bad for someone who didn't care?
Who?
D and E. You didn't care, but you got a D and an E.
That was bad.
Yeah, I know, but it's not.
No, but that was bad. I've never gotten a D and an E in
Oh
you.
yeah,
No, actually,
me
that's pretty
too.
alright. Why? Because the one before my mock, I think I got like 2 U's and one
You
E.
si pandai bersyukur.
Masyukur pala. Tapi like, I'm like,
It's awful, yeah.
this was, I remember
But-
feeling this way. I remember getting the result. I remember they didn't text us. There was something wrong with DST or some telecom company at the time.
Yeah.
So they were so late to text us our results, right? So what happened was, we ended up having to go to school on a Friday or was it a Sunday where they posted up the results.
Oh god.
Basically posting up the results.
Oh my god,
right?
semua tu orang melihat.
So no, I think I came malam.
Okay.
I came malam with my friend, some of my friends. Mencari. Dapat result. Dalam hati bersyukur. Tapi semua orang bersyukur because they got really good grades.
We're like
I'm like,
A's and
oh,
stuff.
Like I got D in my head. Hindi aja kosong semua.
Kan? I know. That's how I felt. I was like, seriously, a D and an E? Yay!
And I was like, I mean, for someone who doesn't care, I mean, that's pretty alright. Okay, that's pretty alright. So, next time I was like, okay, how do I tell the parents? Oh, I didn't do well. Oh, I got 2 A's. Okay.
Yeah, what did they know? One orang tahu je.
And I am so grateful for my parents. My parents are like, oh, like, it's okay. Apa? Bah, pikir dia apa kau kan buat lepasan ni, bisa-bisa pikir. That's my parents. My parents are so supportive in terms of
Yeah, no
as
biggie.
long as you're going forward, they're
Yeah.
for it, you know?
I think if you knew I had a D and an E as well, you'd feel differently. Okay?
Took you how many years? My God. Tahun kan eh? Oh my God, 8 years to tell me?
I legit, and I don't give a damn. Like, I'm just happy I didn't get 0.
Yeah,
Okay,
so,
I think that's a difference, Shiba. Because your
Mm.
parents also were like, okay, move on. Okay, so then what did you do?
okay, right after the results, so we had 2 months kan to wait for our A-level result.
Okay.
But January, and we had, basically about 2 months of free time. So during those 2 months, of course, I did think of what to do, where to go.
Yeah.
So, harapan basa. So I had really big hopes. Even though I knew I wasn't going to do so well.
Okay.
So I had backed up. I had learned about these other options,
Okay.
which I wished I had to you earlier.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
apparently
you didn't have to waste time, right? doing that
Exactly. But it's
better levels.
fine. It's fine. So, in my research, what I found was there's this thing called foundation. There's IBTE. There's HND in Brunei,
Mhm.
Polytechnic Brunei.
Mhm.
And then there's Laksmana, there's Cosmo, there's Kamuda. There's so many institutes in Brunei, IGS.
Oh.
So I didn't know these. I didn't know what they could do for me.
Right, you just know they exist.
I knew they exist, but I thought they didn't have anything under degree.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Macam, I knew IBTE did ND, HND,
Yeah.
but I didn't know I could do that.
Oh.
I didn't know.
Why did you think that again? It's just not in
It
your
just
vocab,
didn't,
right?
it didn't cross paths with me. Macam,
Right.
I didn't understand what it was.
Not encouraged to think about it. Time atas.
Maybe.
It wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so what did you choose eventually?
So eventually, I chose to do Polytechnic, HND, because I remember I had a choice of doing my foundation in KL. I got accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I got accepted to the UCSI
Mm-hmm.
KL, but my dad wanted me close to close to home.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
Okay.
He was not ready. So I, out of respect, okay, it's fine. Is that
Okay. So give that up.
yeah, I give that up. I was like, it's fine. I have no regret.
Okay.
So went to do my HND
Uh-huh.
in marketing in Polytechnic.
Right. Wow.
So that was
Okay.
actually something I liked. That was
And
actually
is that
something
new? Is that new course pala in
I'm
the
not
sa
so sure. I think so, probably.
marketing? Okay, that's cool. And then
Something maybe a few years ago, like 2 tahun
yeah.
baru. And I remember I was like, wow, my first class, I didn't do so well. I don't think I did so well because the way I was thinking was still macam A-level student.
Yeah.
So
What happened?
there was a big jump.
Yeah.
In coursework.
More
From,
or
I wouldn't say more, but I would say more practical.
yeah, hands on,
More
hands on.
more application.
Yeah.
More
Okay.
application. So back in A-levels, you used to think of how the theories work.
Yeah.
And how would you apply it to situations, right?
Yeah.
So in poly, when I first started, we had to do research on a real company,
Yeah.
apply a solution, find a problem, apply a solution for it,
Yeah.
make it into a report, and see,
Benar-benar
oh,
wah.
benar-benar wah.
Itu siap.
And then like, no, but I think I didn't understand the job. And I have a,
Belum sadar.
belum understand lah. Like, still, the way I was thinking was macam the A-level person. Macam, I didn't know how to make a report. We didn't do reports in
Yeah.
A-levels. We just did essays.
Okay.
Essays, 6-7 pages of essays.
Yeah,
Macam
yeah,
report je lah.
But not
then-
report the
Not
way
report.
you
There's no
understand now.
nada a nice flow lah. Huh? So like in reports, wow. I actually learned how to write a nice one eventually, but the first one was so bad. I still have it. It was so bad. I laughed at it.
Now you can laugh.
So bad. It was so bad. I was like, and it was a group work.
I hate group work.
I don't know how it was so bad.
I hate.
But I mean, it was fine. Now it's fine. After that, I knew who to be with.
Right. Yeah, you have to have that sense that you can work
So
with.
I was so lucky to be in poly actually. To be honest, if I had a choice after O levels, I would have gone to poly straight up.
Yeah. That's an HND for you, right? And how many years is that?
That was 3 years.
What? Oh my god, that's forever.
You
3
think?
years.
You think? That was 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a
Kau
long.
macam degree tu.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
That's why
Okay.
it's HND, tapi you're considered level 5. No, it's a level 5 diploma, but it is considered same level as HND. I don't know why they just call it HND.
And it called, what were you doing?
Level 5 diploma.
Oh, okay, whatever.
But it is setara.
Let's look at that.
Settle
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, that's
something
nice.
like that.
Okay. At least, okay, fine. 3 years flew by. Can you share with us, for the kids out there,
Mhm.
how did you manage to change your way of studying?
Oh, okay.
What clicked? How did you gain that new understanding how to do stuff? Was there a teacher involved who taught you something that you didn't know? A friend, yourself?
Okay, so during A levels, I took a lot of tuition.
Apa?
I did tuition.
Oh, tuition.
Banyak tuition. I had like
Private.
private.
Oh, what?
So I had like one-on-one teachers to teach me. And I still got the grades I got. See? So it wasn't the fact that I wasn't trying to do better.
Okay.
It was just like the way I was personally studying not working for me.
Okay.
So in poly, no one gives you tuition for
Iya, ba?
subjects in poly, right?
You know, yeah.
So I was just left to deal with the fact that if I don't study, if I don't understand this,
You're toast.
yeah,
Basically.
that was basically it. I felt like there was like a switch that
Right. And you had to
I had to discover what
To-
worked for me.
yeah.
So I was playing around lah. Macam the first term, how the first semester, I did well, surprising well. So I was like, wow. And I realized it was because I was interacting in class.
Right. Oh yeah, before you go on, how did you manage to choose marketing? What made you choose marketing?
Oh, because my mother,
Uh-huh.
my parents are always in business, right? So I've always been doing
you've been doing it anyway.
I've been doing bits and bits of marketing
Right.
anyway, accounting about business
Okay.
lah.
Yeah.
So like it just feels natural.
All right. So you took the 2 months to reflect on
Yeah.
what actually comes naturally to you. You
Yeah.
realized this and this, and then you saw marketing, you did it, and then okay, so
I actually wanted to still pursue. I still wanted to pursue psychology.
oh,
But specifically, I wanted to pursue business in psychology.
psychology in business.
Yeah, something like that. Business psychology. I think it's basically how the color, something to do with how a business affects someone's mind. Something like that.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting, and I thought,
Okay.
something interesting again. Like, no,
Yeah,
but I cannot.
but then psychology you wanna good at anyway,
Yeah, I
right?
wasn't.
You wanna sadar just.
Yeah, that's why I was like, ganda,
Okay,
ganda.
okay. So you decided marketing's the way
Yeah,
to
so I took
go.
the business part.
Okay, so that's for me. That's important.
Mm.
You have to know what you would want to focus on.
Mm.
'Cause 3 years is not a short time. Okay, I mean it's short, yeah, fine, but to be doing that every day, looking at it for 3 years, that's a lot. If you
Mm.
don't enjoy it, that's torture. You know.
But
Okay.
trust me, I know a lot of people out there who are doing their degrees, doing their masters, doing their HND, probably hating the course the whole time they're doing.
That's me. That
I
was
know, I know
me.
people, I know some of my best friends who are like this. So,
Oh
like,
God.
you know what got us through? Us. Like, having a group of friends
Mm-hmm.
who would be like, I don't understand it right now. Guys, let's die. We're done. We're done.
Baik, mun friends mau belajar, even if they're not doing well. Ada yang kalau berkawan sama orang talur-talur semua, and then what's gonna happen?
No, but you see, at first we tried studying together. It didn't work.
Oh.
So, at the end, we just ended up like, talking, kamu belajar apa? That's it. That's just how we study now. It's like,
Okay.
what are you guys studying?
So if you can
So,
explain it to me, then probably I got something. Just
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
clear.
yeah. Like, what? Explain. Can you just briefly. Then,
Okay.
if you can explain to me sekejap, like a brief, and I can
Yeah.
understand what you're saying, and
Yeah,
I can
that's
add on
good.
to it, we're good.
Oh, so that's probably one of the study
Yeah.
techniques that anyone can apply.
Yeah.
Like just chit chat with your friends.
Yeah. But don't do it the hour before the exam, okay?
Okay, when should they do it?
I do not recommend that because all your ideas of how you understand get mixed up with other people's understanding.
Yeah,
It's jumbled up.
Yeah, then you're in a mess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Did I do that? No. Yeah, I didn't even talk about my work after that. 'Cause I did it. My degree was urban estate management. At that time, I could gila do it. Yes, I was
Masay ka,
only
ila, eh.
focused on making money. Money is important, right? So I'm very finance. I need to have. I have to be financially independent. You know that
Yeah.
kind of thing. You see. Tapi taking that course, it was misery for me.
Is it?
I hated it. I was just the only way I got through is by thinking my classmates are handal bandar. I can tell they're not all there. You know, like
Okay.
and
So you're
so
better lah.
I wanted to feel like I knew better, so I said, "Let me teach you." But like,
So that's how it helped you.
yeah, just to psych myself out. Like we're all not all there. You know, we're all not that great. So I just tapi semua je. I don't know why we did it. Of course.
But
So hard. It was so hard. Okay.
But HND was fun. Like, I think it's a learning curve. Like that was when I started being friends with making I wouldn't say friends. Would it be friends? Yeah. Making connections with even our lecturers as well.
Yeah, because you're
Like,
big already.
Yeah,
Wa.
basars na kan.
Yeah.
So basars na you can be friends with these lecturers.
Yeah.
They don't treat you like kanak-kanak.
Yeah.
They're like, asta, ngapakaher yan eh.
Yeah.
That's all they're gonna say. Basically, if you have the cool
teacher.
the cool teachers that are like, napakaher yan eh. And then they'll be like, you tell your reason, and they're like, bah, okay. Tapi don't do it so much. Even if they're your friends, don't do that so much, okay?
So
Respect them in class,
So
okay?
your teachers and mana ni IBT ni apa?
Poly.
They were more on your wavelength.
Yeah, they were like, chill.
Wow.
Macam, when you're not doing well, even though they have like hundreds of students, right? And let's say you're a particularly good student, and then you don't do well. You don't do so well.
Mm.
Suddenly.
Mm.
they are very considerate.
They notice.
They notice these things.
They're concerned, you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah, they're concerned.
Okay.
So like, I had one teacher who approached me when I just didn't. I bombed one test. It wasn't because of anything. Nothing happened. There was no grief. There was no outside
No
external
trauma
factors.
going
No
on.
external factors.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just because I couldn't remember counting. Wa. I could accounting.
Oh, that's a tough
I
one.
couldn't remember.
I hate accounting.
I'm okay, but as
That's the one you
people
were
who-
not great at it lah.
No.
Okay.
So accounting, then you have to remember the names, debit, credit, blah 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 blah,
yeah,
blah, right?
whatever,
The
whatever,
flow, right?
whatever. Yes.
Yeah. So I couldn't remember for the I couldn't remember lah how to do it. Just kita tam apa saja yang I remember but then after the exam I asked my friend, how did you guys do? Kami tam kami ingat. Sama. So there was like a macam a sense of belonging
yeah,
with
we
it.
are all bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you compare time A levels, so different. So
What's the
in,
difference?
oh, in A levels, how did you do? Oh, it's alright. Wait, oh, jawab. No, cuma ni. And you're like, nope, not at
Right.
all. Nope.
Semua handal lah.
Smart now. You're smart. I know, that's why like, kalau aku cakap bermalu je. It's fine, I'll shut up. It's fine.
Yeah, you had that.
Hey,
You had
that was
kind of
me.
pressure.
That was me. I was like, oh, I have to do better. I have to do better.
Yeah, I feel all my friends are really smart still.
At least the poly, oh, we're all dumb together. Okay. I feel great.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
There was no actual pressure to do well.
I think you guys just realize you are you. You do you. Kind of, you have that kind of like, you do you kind of thing, right?
Like, and then there was, thankfully, in my class, at that time, we weren't judgmental people. I don't think we were
nice
judgmental.
Group.
Yeah, we were a nice group. We were, even though ada macam puak-puak lah. Every class ada puak-puak,
yeah,
right?
Groupies, yeah.
But then, in class, we all mingle.
Okay,
we all mingle. We know each other.
How many in your class?
I don't remember. I think around 20 something.
29?
Quite 29. We were one of the biggest class, I think.
Okay.
For that time.
Alright.
So, apa lagi ya? I think the teachers are just more open.
Who is your favorite teacher?
Oh my god, let's not do this to me. Jangan.
It's a good thing. This is like,
I cannot make up my mind. They're just also nice.
Really? Wow.
They're all, in poly, they're all just, they just have like a connection with the students just immediately. Like, they're just friendly they're just genuinely, they just want to see you do good in life. Wow. That's how you feel when they teach you.
I want to be in that school.
Yeah, so if you feel like they don't make you feel like you don't belong.
Oh, that's so
because
good.
they realize, poly, there's so many students from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
So poly takes in, it's HND, right? So there are students from O level, A levels, diploma.
Right.
Then from even from other schools, foundation.
Right.
They can go to HND, no problem.
The whole mix of
it's a whole mix of everything. So,
wow. Yeah.
So there's more exposure in terms of your social group.
So the teachers have to be very well versed lah, where everyone comes from, how they think, how they whatever. So, well done for the teachers in poly. I think half a quarter of them I used to work with.
Probably.
Yeah, I think
probably.
So. Yeah, because I used to be in what the chat girl. Yeah, and then I think I'm not sure what happened after I resigned. I think there were some new management, blah blah. Don't know what happened there, but yeah.
They were really nice. That's it.
Well, that's so great to hear. Wow.
So that whole thing actually changed, like, to the point that I didn't even I knew I was gonna do well.
Oh, confident.
Yeah, it was.
It built your confidence.
Because now I know that teachers aren't gonna be, the lecturers aren't gonna be so
in your face about stuff. Yeah.
They're not gonna be so, I wouldn't say angry, but not as disappointed. Yeah, that's the word. Not as disappointed.
Yeah.
You know,
they're not gonna make you feel bad. That kind of thing.
Yeah. So they're just gonna, it's okay. Yeah. Just to wear next time because your exam bukan miss.
Yeah.
That's how they'll say it. Your exam bukan miss.
The ownership that you're gonna
Yeah.
have to, if you want to do well,
Yeah.
you're gonna
It's
have
on
to do
you.
well. Yeah.
Mata.
Which I think is the best, right? Because
Yeah.
that's how you become an adult.
So I took
Oh.
responsibility for my education.
Right,
I was
right,
like,
right.
okay, I'm not gonna let A levels repeat itself.
Oh, wow.
That's in my mind.
So
Right?
during that time, do you have any mental health episodes as well, or were you quite stable during the 3 years? What was going on if you think back?
I think mental health wise, I think I was quite stable. Alhamdulillah. It was nothing too big, nothing
Right.
too big that it impacted how I live.
Right,
Yeah, so
right. Manageable stuff.
yeah, manageable stuff.
And probably you also, because you were happier in most areas of your life, academically, friends-wise, everything. Okay, takale. Not too down and out.
Nope.
And see, it's so important to be happy with what you're doing, right? Even at young age, even 16, 17,
Yeah.
the subject that you do absolutely matter. It's a big choice, but it's a choice you have to make for yourself.
Yeah.
And because I had have a mom who I felt with her I could not make my own decision.
She wanted to make it for you.
Ama, I just felt it was made for me. And then now that I'm older, sometimes I say, "You're the one who told me to," and she would say, "I never." And I'm like, "Yes, you did." Then why do I feel like I couldn't think for myself? Yeah, whatever. Maybe she's right. Maybe she did let me choose. I myself
You felt like it wasn't.
I had the lowest self-esteem. Zero. In the confident.
I think that was it. I think if you go to the root of the problem, I think it is self-esteem.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is just
self-confidence, self-everything. If you don't have a grip on who you are, if you're not happy with yourself, you can't make decisions.
I think that's why I would say I bloomed in poly.
In poly,
Yeah.
and because they went so in your face about anything, they're very encouraging and supportive.
And I had friends who were like, bah, we said like naik sama-sama.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so we
That's
said,
the help.
we were like, bah, naik sama-sama.
No one gets left behind.
No one gets left behind. Truly.
Oh, that's
so literally in poly, so there. Okay, so in poly, so there's for every exam we have like passive papers kan? Ada passive papers. So some of them are, some are not supposed to be shared lah.
Okay.
So if we have it, we share.
Yeah.
So everyone gets it. So if we have any additional materials, share.
In the karet lah.
In the karet. So everyone for that particular format, our class in particular, we just in the karet yang mula. Like if someone knew something, share that.
Nobody was like being an ass about anything.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think. That's why I think in that particular class it was so nice. Just I wish everyone gets
That's so
experience
important,
something like
right? Like you want to be in a group, in a class, everybody just civilized, right? Everyone nice and all. Jarang ada lah.
Jarang.
Yeah, jarang. Because there's always someone who's got something up, it's enough to ruin everything, right? But yeah, that's what the recipe for success is, I guess. Growing up in student life, you want like positive environment, teachers who get you. They kind of get you, right?
Yep.
And then you also take responsibility for your future.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one.
No one's gonna do it for you.
No, nobody.
No one's gonna.
That's good, right?
No one's gonna do it for you. The teachers won't take pity on you because they gave you ample of time to study. They gave you all the materials, and they gave you the the opportunity to prove yourself. That's through the test, through the coursework,
Can't
through
be a
the
baby
exams.
anymore, can you?
Yeah. So you just the point of the test, the coursework, the exams is to show. So apatah kami ajar kamu sama ni
masuk indah.
Masuk indah. So even if you're gonna jam it all the few nights before, if you can do it, alhamdulillah. If you cannot,
yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. So you finished.
Yep.
You graduated. What was your
Yeah.
result?
Oh well, I passed with distinction.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing. How did you feel?
I didn't know what we was. I
Hmm?
at first I didn't know what passed with distinction was.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it's equivalent to first class honors lah.
Wow,
Tapi
really?
for
Wow!
HND.
For H&D.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So I was like,
amazing.
wow, banyak. Pintar.
Oh, you see, then
Pintar.
you get a sense,
Yeah, so
right?
I was like,
Like,
okay, okay, cool.
a big
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. So I was like, wow,
Yeah.
very wow.
Dari
Yeah,
zero,
exactly. And then
DE.
after that I moved on to degrees.
Yeah, so you moved on. Which degree? What degree
Okay,
did you choose?
I chose marketing and information system
Ah, so you
because
continue.
it made sense.
Yeah.
It made sense. It made sense. I
Okay.
just chose the logical one because I had a background in it.
Yeah.
It just made sense.
Why make your life difficult?
Yeah. So
So you
that
and
was
then you
alright.
moved to college, right? You
Yeah.
moved uni.
I
Now
went to a local university. I went to UTB.
yeah, UTB for your degree. Okay.
Yeah.
In
So
marketing
UTB, yeah,
and I what?
and
IT
information system.
and system. And
So
how did you fare? How did you feel going into
okay,
uni?
I think poly. I will always say great things for poly. So poly is the great. I think is a great foundation for university
Right.
because basically what I did in poly is what I'm doing in university,
Right.
but it's just a more narrow scope of the
Narrower
narrow
now.
scope of
Okay.
the subject,
Okay.
and it's a bit more detailed,
Oh, specialized in it.
more specialized. So
Okay.
like in poly, how you would do certain reports is just journalize how you if you Google how to do a report, that's how you do in poly.
Okay.
So
Now.
now it's like how you go if you googled a business report
Uh-huh.
in a certain industry,
It has to look this way.
that's like that.
Ew,
Hmm.
okay. Okay. I mean, of course, you're stepping up, right?
It
It's a
gets
degree now,
narrow,
right?
narrower.
Yeah. So let's say I'm a kid, I'm a teenager,
Yeah.
I'm a whatever, and then I want to get into higher education
Mhm.
namanya. What's your advice?
You're a kid.
Yeah, I'm like, I just finished HND perhaps, and then I want to do degree.
Okay. I'd say what are you good at?
Yeah.
That's it. What are you good at? Like regardless of education, huh?
Yeah.
What
do you see yourself
yeah.
doing, right?
Like what are you really good at? Like
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly. So you chose marketing again,
Mhm.
which you love.
Mhm.
You're in this university now,
Mhm.
UTB Kanta, and you went through how many years of degree?
3.
Oh my God, 3 years. Okay, so that's 6 years. Okay,
I
so
know.
3 years.
No.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you get there. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter how many
yeah,
years
yeah,
it takes to get there. Ujungnya is the result.
Yep.
Like, what have you at the end of it?
Yeah.
Just that. So, okay, so 3 years in UTB, doing your degree. How did you fare? Was the class still as wonderful as in poly? Or
I think in UTB, the classmates were more or less the same mindset as us. As
ah,
more or less the same mindset as the ones in poly.
okay.
Because majority of the students in that
So much.
particular class were my classmates from poly.
Oh, okay.
So-
That's fortunate.
So like
Okay.
half of the classmates I had in poly
andang
went up
sambung.
to UTB.
Ah,
So they were
okay.
same classmates. So
Okay.
I think everyone just slowly adapted to the culture that we had in poly.
Yeah, that's nice.
So we had that same culture
You were
throughout.
lucky.
Yeah, we were lucky.
Alhamdulillah.
Chatula.
Because I'm beginning to hear it does
Matter.
play a big
Mm.
role. Your friends, your position, your sense of belonging there
Mm.
in the class as well.
Yeah.
It's very important that you can feel happy going to
Mm.
class. You have good, positive
Mm.
surroundings.
More towards kalau education in terms of academically in
Mm.
classes.
Mhm.
So in A levels, yes, they want you to be interactional, right? They want you to talk blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. But in poly and in UTB, in degree, they want you to interact, but it's more in terms of you're arguing with your lecturer. Prove my point.
In the short ni.
Yeah, justify what you just said.
Uh,
Back it up If you said it, back it up.
You can't casually just say something.
No. You can't just all air and they'll be happy with you that you answered. No,
Oh,
it has to
right.
be backed up with
Right.
a
If you're
fact.
gonna say that, what makes you say that? What's the point?
Yep. Yep.
Bagus lah.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you like that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you
I
did?
love that.
I wouldn't have liked it at all. Okay, and then so that just upgraded your thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then
I was like, I didn't know I didn't know we could do that. Like, Brunei.
challenge guy.
Oh,
You were not used to challenging a tutor. That's all.
I'm not used to being challenged.
Oh, okay.
Macam usually they just ask, okay, can you answer this? What's this? It's something from a textbook.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
answer.
And then end of story.
Yeah. So when you get to degree, they'll ask you, so what's your opinion on why?
Oh God.
Oh, but doesn't she say something else?
Oh,
What's the point
right.
of that?
Oh my God.
And then let's say I answer, but my answer is not complete,
Mhm.
and I have a friend who understands what I'm saying, but I can't articulate it.
Uh,
She'll articulate
jump
it for
in.
me.
okay.
So
Okay, that's nice,
yeah,
right?
so something like that. You know who you are. Okay.
Okay, that's nice. That's good, right? Studying that way.
And so that's where I learned how to study nicely. That's where I learned how to study
and you
nicely.
enjoyed it, I guess.
Yeah, so I realized when they do these things in class, there's a format. So when they ask you a question, there's a problem,
Right.
there's a solution
Mhm.
or opinion,
Mhm.
then there's a why.
Right.
And then in the why, you have to justify your reasoning, right? In the why,
your
there's
thought process lah.
yeah, this. So in the why, there's two parts. There's your advantages and disadvantages.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So once I understood that, it was gold.
wow.
It was gold.
That's like the key, right?
That was for me. That was my thought process every
Right.
time someone asks me a question.
Mm.
So I applied that when I'm revising as well.
Right. You're looking for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's it lah.
That
and then
that
that will
was
get you far.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
my golden ticket.
Wow.
Once I understood that, now it's just me having to understand the concepts of some chapters and then applying what I know.
Absolutely. So you're not gonna be some blind student
No.
going in thinking I can
No.
sound smart. That's about it.
No.
Yeah, don't even begin to start to think you can only
No.
sound smart. You know, anyone can do that.
No. Yeah.
Anyone can sound
I
smart.
thought I could now, man.
You
I'm
can't-
sure
you can't
I sounded.
BS your way through stuff anymore.
Yeah, at this level, no.
But
At this level, no.
but it's true. That's what I was doing in my during my degree. Because we had to do. I remember one presentation I had to do. They're given a plot of land. Kira macam, okay, here's a plot of land. Yeah, urban estate management, kan? And present a proposal on what you propose this should become.
Oh God.
You know, of course I thought about it, and then I wrote everything what I was gonna say, right? And then it made sense on paper. But the thing is, when I present, bangang na eh, baca saja whatever I wrote word forward on the paper, and I didn't even understand a thing. Tapi yang lain macam, look at the proposal, and I was like, whatever you say. Because then when the questions came in, an answer, I was like, oh my God, apa benar ah? Like.
You see that?
Yeah.
That I felt like that was it. That was like I'm not even understanding a thing I'm
Yeah,
doing.
it's when questions come. You gotta be able to answer ba.
Oh, yeah. So the key is comprehension.
Oh ba.
Yeah, comprehending the information that you were taught.
Yeah.
The stuff that they teach you, just try to understand it. Try.
Yeah. But the
Oh,
thing is, when you do understand it, you can really make sense of it. You can talk non-stop about it. Just about. That's the only thing. You know?
So like now so now I'm done with my degree, right?
Wait, what did you get for your degree?
Okay. I got first class for my degree.
Yay! Yeah, we were not surprised, but then like, you didn't think you would get a first class, did you?
Yeah, no, because I had checked my GPA. Right, I calculated it. Apparently, it wasn't all my marks yet, so we just had to assume,
Yeah,
right? So
approximate.
I assumed I didn't get it. I just assumed that I didn't
Yeah.
get it because like alam dapat sama like in second class, second upper class is it with
Right.
my other friends.
Yeah.
We'll be in the same row.
Galing.
So I was happy. It was fine.
Yeah.
Nothing, no big deal, right? Kalinya, so we got a result. First class. Huh? I cried. To be honest.
Yeah. It's
I
like crazy, right? Like,
cried.
whoa.
I was like, this is surreal.
It's a lot.
Okay, wow, okay.
Because technically, you took 6 years to get a degree,
Yeah,
you know,
basically.
if you count everything. Wow.
Yeah. But it didn't feel so long because it was with the same people then.
Oh, okay. It's just you didn't focus on that.
Yeah.
But 6 years in order to get where you were.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
If you count, it would be 8 years.
With the A levels.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Gila. Dahil degree ta. But that's the thing, you see. My mom. It's always about my mom. Like, I don't know why. It's just a lot of this planning your life begins so much with whoever it is.
Yeah.
And so she was so fixed on speeding up the process. And then by the time you're at this age, you're already done here. I didn't get that, you know.
I didn't get it too.
Yeah, like, why are we so
pushed.
Accelerating this and that? Like,
I think it's because you lihat orang lain kan.
no, I think that was it back then, Like, if you're young age doing this, it's like automatic. Whoa, that's brilliant.
Of course,
like,
of course.
I don't even get them, you know. Like, it was not in my vision. Like,
yeah, it wasn't part of your plan anyway.
But ada je kebaikannya lah. Like, somebody is looking out for you. But the thing is, I think parents, now that I'm a parent, we have to be good at looking at our child and seeing apa capacity-nya, apa capability-nya, you know.
Capacity.
Like, don't be pushing your child when they're not ready, you know. They don't want to do it. Like, like, you can't make someone do something. That's the thing, you know.
Like, you know, like people in Korea, you know how they study in Korea, right? They have morning school, afternoon school, evening school.
Right.
So that's about 16 hours, 12
like
hours
intense,
of school, basically, right? I think that's one of the causes of suicide.
Yeah,
in
a lot
Korea.
Of kids. Yeah,
kids. I'm saying 16 and 17-year-olds.
Oh, even
There you go.
even in Singapore.
Nah.
It is so much pressure to what? I don't even know anymore.
To be the best?
Yeah, to be the best.
For what?
To be successful at such a young age or whatever, you know. Like,
yeah, but like, it's alright.
I mean, young age doesn't mean brilliance, sebenarnya. Oh, did a degree and finished by the time she was 20, 18. Yeah, so what? And, you know,
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, well done.
I am happy for you. Like, that's great. That's your way in life.
Yeah.
Like,
but it can't be the target bar.
No,
you know, it can't be the only reason why you did it so fast, you know. Because I want to be the youngest.
I think because I think it's different between men and women as well. Like, for women, I feel there's like a time clock. Macam ada biological time clock for us. Like, we think of education, after education, kawin, at a certain age, you have to get married.
Yeah.
And work.
I mean, I'm sure a lot are thinking this way.
Like, they plan their life. I mean, at a young age, that's what they plan.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be married by 26. I'm not even.
Just plan down.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was the mindset I had when I was very young. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do my A-level, but degree, masters, but PhD, kawin.
Yay! Who gave you the idea?
Myself.
Oh, pressured yourself.
I know. I'm the worst. I'm my own worst enemy.
A lot of people have that.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you realize it once you pass that marker, and then you're like, you know what, forget it.
But you know, it's fine.
Plan B. So you have been getting really success in your study.
Yeah,
even though you did your A levels, and that was a disaster.
Yep.
But it's the great thing is when I look at this, you could have went either way.
Yeah.
You know, you could have seen the results, seen your friends doing so well, think, you know what, this life is not for me.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And then try to find some job that's like whatever, not gonna get you anywhere. Let's say, perhaps maybe, it could have been
Gone
you
sideways,
could have
yeah.
been negative about it,
Yeah.
and thought, I can't, because it comes with that self-esteem we were talking about, kan? Like, if we don't have that self-belief
Mm-hmm.
that, actually I can, actually, you know what, and I have to, change, those
Yeah.
kind of things. If we don't have that, it's so easy to just slip through the cracks.
Okay.
No, especially if, let's say, you're fortunate enough to have like supportive parents who didn't put you down,
Yeah.
but if in some families, you get a mom or dad or siblings, or aunties, uncles who will put you down, let's say, I can imagine if you think about it. How do they get out?
I have no idea.
How do they pull themselves out? Because it's so easy to just go, sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do see it in a lot of students. They don't feel good about themselves. So I'm just hoping if somebody hears, like, I tried and I failed, and hear your story,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what people say. It's more about you. It's
Yeah.
gonna be your choice to pick yourself up or just let yourself crash.
Yeah, because they're not gonna
You
do it
know?
for you. No one's gonna do it for you.
No, yeah.
Like, they're not gonna care enough. They know what to say when it happens, but they don't know the process that it takes
Yeah.
to get there.
Oh,
Whether
God.
they contributed to your reasoning or not.
Yeah. And I think sometimes it's more like if you did have a not so supportive family, let's say,
Mhm.
and they say words that hurt you and all this.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at that age, we need to be good at changing that into something positive to use to give us strength. Terpaksa, because we can't expect people to say the right words, je,
Yeah.
That it just doesn't work that way.
No, not,
You don't get what
yeah.
you want sometimes.
Not here. I think not anywhere in the world, but basically, it's how you receive information, how you.
What you make of it,
Yeah.
kan? But how you see it, and that's why it's a lot is you have to work on yourself. Like if you're negative and you know you're negative, one is to realize you are negative
Yeah.
and say, just, do I like myself like this?
Yeah.
Can I live this way forever and be successful? No, is the answer. So you're gonna have to pull yourself out. Seek counseling if necessary.
Yeah.
A private counselor, not counselor who knows you.
Someone who doesn't know you actually, please.
Just
That would
a
work best.
clean slate counselor.
That probably doesn't know you or your family.
Yeah, that's really important.
Yeah.
It's so important because you need to give yourself that space to grow, right? Cool. So you got first class here in poly, and then a first class in your degree. And what did they give you after you got the first class in degree?
What did they give?
They give you an offer.
Offer?
Is that official?
No.
Oh, not official.
No,
okay.
not official.
So right now you continue doing what?
Okay, so now I continue to do my master's.
Yeah, and that is for 1 year, no?
That's my year.
Yeah, okay. Phew. 1 year.
So those who don't know, actually, UTB has this thing where you can do your PhD immediately after your degree. So it's open to those who receive first class and second upper class.
Uh-huh.
But I think majority of the students don't know this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe if you're in your degree, you can look at this, ask around what this is about.
It could be a motivating factor
Yep,
to push yourself to
Yeah.
better. And all
So, apparently, I wanted to apply. I did apply for the PhD, but I didn't get it because I'm pretty sure my proposal wasn't that great because I did it so half effort because it was so
Okay.
last minute.
I can try next time.
It's okay.
We
I'm
can
doing my
do it
master's
together.
now.
We can do a PhD together.
Let's do.
I don't know what to do. Okay, so okay, that's great news. So your master's now currently, are you enjoying it?
You know when you're going through it, it's not the same as when you finish it.
Yeah, when you're done it, it's like
it was fine.
like now, even if you ask me my master's, I was
okay?
dying. I was quit. I wanted
remember.
to kill myself. I was like, this is it was hard.
We have exams. You didn't have exams.
I was supposed to have an exam. I think
So
I
lucky.
kind of doing it. But yeah,
So lucky.
yeah, it was hard enough. But
but the standards they hold to you as you move up
What,
is
right?
different. It's different. Yeah,
Oh,
I thought we could do what we did in degree.
same. Because I did my degree in London kan
Yeah.
tak.
Kira macam naik
And
taraf lu tu,
yeah, I thought
higher level
makin di
lah.
London apa je apa master di UBD because I went to UBD. My thinking when I applied was it's gonna be a piece of cake. I thought yeah. Okay, no, okay. No. But I didn't consider a lot of things. Okay, I didn't consider the fact that I have children to look after because that's a lot. But I didn't consider that my brain had not been active that way for
Yeah.
so many years. 20 years kali. Yeah, over 20 years. I've not been using my brain academically, doing all
That
this
was funny.
stuff. Yeah, funny, right? But I think at that
Mikir ka
point,
lagi cuma kan pakai Google Docs.
I had to learn a lot of things I didn't know how to do. Canva? Ya Allah. Aku macam, I was like, what is this? What is this? Like, it's just another world. But I'm so glad I did it because at the end, it's true. You think Brunei as a, education is like, it's not as superior as, out there. But I can tell you, I found it harder in UBD than the UK at the back. You know what I mean? Kapati lah UBD.
Okay,
It's so challenging.
So when I went to Canada, right?
Yeah.
For like 4 months.
Yes, you did.
At the end, on the final year of my degree. So UTB offers so many exchange programs. We don't have DY, unlike UBD. We don't have Discovery Year, but we do have scholarship opportunities. So there's so many countries that offer student exchange. So for my case, I got the scholarship to go to Canada for 4 months.
Uh-huh.
So if you compare the standard, if you compare what I studied there and in Brunei, I will tell you right now, it was a lot easier when I was there. Was a lot easier. Like, it was like
you did it with your eyes closed, right?
Except for that one subject, I couldn't lah. One subject ito memang payah wherever you are. That one subject was operations management, so that was like really hard. There was a lot of it was integrated.
It was new to you,
it was new, but it was more statistics wise. Ada normal distribution apa. That was hard, but it was fine. Okay.
You had to use your brain, obviously.
Yeah. But no worries, I got almost all A's for that semester, so I'm fine with that.
That is so fun.
Yeah.
It's more fun to score, right?
Yeah. I was like, wow. Ada lagi tu, A+.
Like, wow. No, I mean, you know why I'm like so wow on it? Because I never score A's growing up, ba. It's the only A's I can really get is for English and probably geography, which is like a non-subject, It's like yeah, okay, fine. But other than that, kill ko sebenarnya sekolah ni. It's hard, why for me, you know what I mean? I'm not like gifted.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, some kids, they don't need to study and they're like, got it, I got it.
Yeah.
Those kids in mata science. They're another dimension people, okay?
You should get an MS student here and ask them to tell you what the life is there.
I will. But it's just, for me, it's like, I could never study my ass off, you know what I mean? Like, I have to enjoy myself. I have to have fun, So, like, when we are now older, we're older now, and then able to,
Talk about
do
it.
well, and then, like, suddenly, it's like, we're not pretending to be smart. We actually are smart, like,
macam, pintar ba yung ganun? Okay,
like,
cool.
oh my god, you are panday. All the smiles, you're stupid,
But yeah, oh my god. If you actually went to the school I went to when I was in Canada, you'd be like, banay ka eh.
Tapi what they have, I think out there, because you can learn things even when you step out the front door. Yeah, banyak,
Options ba?
and you have a whole environment of learning out there in other countries.
They do.
Kalau di Brunei ni, you can only learn stuff in your uni, in your school.
That's true.
You can't just step out and actually discover so many things. Like,
yeah.
whoa, we don't have museums. I mean, ada, sorry. I mean, we don't have a range of art museums. We don't have those kind
We
of
don't
things.
have open research
But
centers.
so like
Yeah.
even if you have to learn what you learn in school, but so
Yeah.
if you're not great in school, that's why you feel a bit limited. Like, oh
Yeah.
God, money lah.
Because sa di Brunei, kurang. I think as individuals, if you are involved in a lot of extracurriculars, you're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You're
Then
fine.
you have rounded,
Yeah,
kan?
you're exposed. You have a lot of exposure to different people, to
Yeah.
different things. You'll
You have
get
to
what you know. Yeah.
actively
Seek.
get in there,
Yeah.
apa?
But if you
Yeah,
don't, that's where you're like, you only have education.
yeah.
You only. That's how I felt actually when I was in A levels. I wish I didn't. I wasn't involved in anything else
Yeah.
because I didn't have any sports. I didn't have anything to do in A levels.
Mm.
Like that was the only thing my parents did to me though. They said, focus on your studies.
Yeah.
Focus
Thinking
on your
that's the way,
studies.
kan?
Yeah. Focus on your
Mm-hmm,
studies.
mm-hmm,
Don't do anything else. Focus on your studies.
mm-hmm.
But in poly, in poly and in degree, I started venturing out.
Yeah.
I started joining like business awards. I started joining competitions. I started joining sports competitions.
Terpaksa. I mean, that's the way to do it.
And like, of course, it gets your life busy. Of course, there's limited time in a week for you guys to spend with your family. Tapi, that's all part of life. Life will be like that when you
Yeah.
grow up.
Yeah.
You'll have friends, you'll have family, you'll have social.
And work.
Yeah, and work. There you go. So
Yeah.
they're just
It's necessary.
Mm.
You have to get involved as a student.
yeah.
I think that's why, like, now I'm looking closely at the kids, thinking whatever they like, you have to
Bagi siya.
take part in
Mm.
that CCA. CCA is big, you know. I want them to get involved with what they like. Macam Sinawi number 20. He's doing football a lot. Do it, you know. Like I may complain, I hate sending to football, but the thing is, I need them to do it. That's why I'm like, yeah, okay, on, whatever. And yeah, the other two, yeah, Precious and Tennis. I don't
That
know
one's
the youngest. I think the youngest one, balum lagi kulit what he's into for real. Piano lah he likes music, but I want him to do a sport, which balum lagi.
he'll get there.
Work in
He'll
progress.
get there.
Yeah, I find after the kids finish SSRU,
Mhm.
Ugama on it, it's a lot easier to have a bit more fun.
Mm.
Like if you still have the Ugama curriculum to get through, it's a bit challenging. It's already a lot, you know. It's a lot for them. So yeah, it's done. When that's done, it's a bit more fun. I think, you know,
More time for
can
them.
enjoy a bit. So yeah, great. So what's your advice for all this at the end of all this?
And you know, all this is don't let other people tell you how you want to achieve your, let's say, degree, master's, or PhD, or even any educational level that you want to be at.
There's
Right?
there's no like dead end. Like if
There's
you
no
didn't
dead
do
end,
well,
yeah.
oh that's it.
There's no right way either. So if you wanted to stop at any level, that's up to you. You know, that's your choice. You I could have stopped at A levels, you know.
Yeah.
At that point with that thought, I could have stopped.
Yeah.
I honestly, that was a thought. I could have just stopped.
There's a lot going.
I had
A lot of
feelings, a lot of
distrust,
feelings.
emotions running here and there. Yeah.
So I was like, so I would say don't let other people choose for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
Yeah, I would say that too.
Like, when you have a choice, ask yourself, would you regret it in 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be okay with this decision now?
Yeah.
Or would you always ask yourself, what if?
Aba.
I don't know. That's how I thought. Masa when I got the results, I was like, what if? Like, no, what if?
Yeah.
No, what if? I was like, let's just go forward.
Oh.
However it is, I knew I wanted to achieve my degree. That's it.
Yeah. Bigger picture, right?
Yep.
Oh, and there was one question from some of the teens. They were asking, how do I get over, manage exam stress?
Oh.
Yeah.
Exam stress for me, Okay, you get your exam schedule early, right? Not
Mm.
really early.
Yeah.
If you're in high school, you get it early
Mhm.
because you know it months beforehand,
Yeah.
right? So for high school, I'd say um find a day that you can just where you can study and relax at the same time. If you have like 4 hours of studying nonstop,
Mhm.
you're gonna be stressed out.
Mhm.
You so find something enjoyable to do in between of the studying.
Like what?
Like for me, I take breaks and watch Netflix.
Ah, okay. So you detach for a bit and
Yes,
come back to it,
yeah,
detach a bit.
yeah. So like when I eat, I'll watch something. After I eat, I'll put it on pause and
Get back to it.
I'll study.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
you just have to learn
kids.
how to
Yeah,
de-stress.
yeah.
However it works. It could be Netflix, it could be socials, but I don't really encourage socials because once you're on your phone, social media, you just you're like
It's
scrolling,
very
scrolling,
addictive,
it's
right? It
scrolling,
just goes
scrolling,
on
and you
and
don't know it's already an hour has passed.
on.
Kalau
Yeah.
series, literally, you know it's gonna be an hour. You
Yeah.
know
The
that's
limit is
that's your
there.
time. You're not gonna move on to the next episode, right? If not, you're gonna feel guilty, but you're not studying. Then you're done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, yeah, because sometimes the
Mm-hmm.
exam is what gets them by. It's
Mm-hmm.
the way that this overwhelming feeling that this exam is a lot, it's a lot.
But there's also times where the exams are like today exam, tomorrow exam, the next exam, right?
Yeah,
That's when it stresses you
yeah,
the
it's
hell
just
out,
the
right?
timetable, yeah.
I know some people who don't sleep,
Nah, I wouldn't
but
advise
but
that.
I'll say
No.
this right now: sleep is your best friend when
Yeah.
you are on your exam. So you know your exam's gonna be 3 days in a row, right? Study lahawal. I know this sounds very cliche, but study lahawal.
It's
Like
true.
the week before, if you think you can handle the week before, yeah, I'm sure that's a revision week for a reason.
Yeah,
You know, like I said, it's your own responsibility. Yep.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Don't.
I like what we were talking about throughout this thing. If you enjoy the subject, you'll do well. That's about it. If you enjoy what you're learning, rest assured you're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ones that you don't like, dislike, don't understand a thing about it because you don't like it to begin with. If you need to pass that subject, you have to just spend a little bit more time to get something.
Oh yeah, and you know what? In this day and age,
Mm.
there's so many tools that you can use.
Like that.
So one tool that we use is Notebook LM, or is it called Notebook IM? So you can upload as many files as you can onto the website, and it'll make it into a podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, you can have it in podcast form, in notes
Okay.
form,
hmm
in presentation form, or even in a question and answer form. It's
You're
like
doing this.
that's how I do it
You.
too. I use that.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
podcast is for when I'm in the car.
Oh, you just listen.
I just listen because
Mm.
I can't focus anything anyway.
Right.
I'll be trying to remember stuff and while I drive anyway. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
just something I listen to when I'm in the car.
That's useful.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you are like some of my friends, they like to listen to it before they sleep
Yeah. It
because
kind of
they
like
get
programs
scared.
your
Yeah,
mind,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, as you get older as well, the fear of failing is higher.
Oh my god.
I am so sorry, but it's true.
Benar
It's like
tuh.
the older you get, the fear of failing is higher. It's not like when you're in younger age, you know,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, it's
Yeah, you
fine. I
don't
can
think. You don't.
it's fine. I'll just
Whatever.
repeat. It's fine. No
Yeah.
problem.
'Cause
Of
you're still
course,
young.
yeah, you're still young. You can do it. Kasi if you get older, I don't want to repeat.
Yeah, you just can't. You
And
just can't
other
be bothered.
another thing you will have to consider if you fail, if you're a government student, the loans, the allowance, guys. Goodbye, guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want that allowance. I feel Brunei is the only place where they pay you to study now.
Mm, yeah,
It's crazy, right?
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
so for everybody who is studying in Brunei and you're Bruneian, do your best. Okay, don't waste the government's money. Alright. You and know that you can do it. Sebenarnya. Because look at her. Just look at her. She could not do A levels. Her A levels was atrocious.
Bombed it.
No, cannot. Couldn't. Maybe could, but you know.
Contoh
I
lah.
think your age je, but that time
Yeah,
banyak je orang pandai.
Ya, betul. I was like, no, I think I wasn't at that level that they were at. But,
No,
you know what I
ba.
mean?
You're just no.
I
You
couldn't,
were a
no.
no. Basically, you were a
I was like,
no.
no, I couldn't brain this stuff you are teaching me. Apa, miss? Can I? No.
Ah, macam babal lah sikit babal.
That's why I told you I felt dumb throughout A levels.
Yeah. I get it. I get ya. So you want to be in a good environment, get to know your teachers, probably go to poly if you can. Find out about all these different study pathways
Yeah, pathways.
and yeah, just do your research and there is always a way for you that's gonna work for you. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
There's no
always
a
way.
one size fit all okay
Yeah.
format or method for you guys to follow.
Yeah.
No.
So if you're feeling doubtful of yourself, just think of Nisha. She did terrible for A levels. But she, after that, it's like first class all the way. I mean, like, that's amazing, you know?
Doakan lagi ya.
I
Amin.
mean, but I think that's remarkable, okay? For someone like you to go through whatever you've been through up to A levels and then suddenly get first class and all this. Well, that's great. You have to acknowledge yourself.
Thank you.
Are you proud of yourself?
I am proud.
And what's your confidence level now?
I'm pretty confident. Like, but not to the point that I know I can't learn anything else.
Yeah, we're gonna stay in that learner mode.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, you know now if you wanted to do well, you could.
Yeah. Like there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, only yourself. Okay.
As long as I push myself enough, it'll be done. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and trust in the Brunei education system. You know, we have to work with what we got.
Which is more than great, actually, guys. More than great. The government, so the unis in Brunei, they provide so many opportunities for us in terms of they're bringing in good lecturers, like really good lecturers from out of Brunei to teach us. And even the local lecturers, they're not, I would say, they're not chalang-chalang. They're lecturers who are actually, there's so many research articles out there. You know these lecturers that we have in Brunei. You go to Google Scholar.
You can Google their work.
You go to Google Scholar. You check their work before you submit your own work.
Make sure it's not their work.
No, like I had like a comment in my mind. I was like, in my mind, I had a comment. I made a comment. I was like, why is this lecturer being so tough on us? What? Let's see his work. Let's see his work. So we searched for his work, right, on Google Scholar. Found it. No wonder.
Yeah.
No wonder. They're so good. They're like Q1 level.
You see that?
So those who don't know, research Q1 is the highest QS ranking, the highest
grade,
the best quality ranking for research articles.
That's good to know.
A lot of lecturers in Brunei have that Q1 article out. Not bad.
Okay, so congratulations to everybody who taught this girl.
Be proud of you.
How to, lift herself up, and this is the product, I guess.
Byproduct.
You are the product of all your hard work, and we must acknowledge all the lecturers that come together to produce this. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this podcast. I hope if you're a student out there that you get something from this. And thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And our pleasure. And I know there's a lot more, but this is good for today.
Yeah,
We're going to talk more next time. And okay then. All right. Thank you so much. And see you again in the next podcast. Bye.
Bye.